Jian.
Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Health and asks, what progress is the government making in improving waiting times for elective services?
Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, the government's working towards having no patients waiting more than 18 weeks once they're booked for a first appointment with a hospital specialist by the end of next year. To help achieve this, step targets of no patients waiting more than 6 months, shortening to 5 months for a first specialist assessment, have been set. Because an extra 40,000 patients a year are now being seen by specialists, I'm able to report that the number of people waiting over 6 months to see specialists has been reduced from around 23,000 in 2005 to, at June this year, only 9 patients. 19 of the 20 DHBs had none.
Supplementary question, Dr. Jian.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What reports has he seen that show the tremendous progress that has been made with reducing waiting times?
Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, I've seen a number of reports confirming the dramatic reductions in the number of patients waiting over 6 months, but none has been laid out the huge improvements as clearly as in a response to an Official Information Act request from the opposition health spokesman, Mrs. King. Mrs. King requested under the OIA how many patients were waiting over 6 months for surgery and assessments from when she was Minister in June 2005 and how many in June this year. The answer is an incredible 31,000 patients waiting over 6 months in 2005, and now it's...
Order. I have a point of order from the right.
Speaker, I listened to that supplementary question very carefully. The questioner asked, what reports has he seen? Now, I'm waiting for the report, its identification, not some sort of Official Information Act answer. That is not a report. We're waiting for that response, and thus far, he hasn't got to it.
Order. If the Minister says he's received such a report and he's detailing that report, that is an order.
Point of order. Mr. Speaker,
Point of order. Right, Honourable Winston.
The question asked what reports, which means it has to be a report.
Order. Member will resume his seat. The member raised his first point of order and I ruled on that. Now, if the member has a fresh point of order, I'll hear it. But if the member is going to rise to his feet and relitigate that, then that will lead to disorder and I'll be asking the member to leave the chamber. If he has a fresh point of order, I'm happy to hear it.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like some point of clarification then, because I understood that the Minister would eventually, you said, get to a report. Are you saying that he's yet to get to the point where he does come within inside the question that he was asked?
No, I think, in fact, the member was well and truly getting within that point, but if the member wants to listen a bit further, it might be clarified to his satisfaction. At this stage, it's actually been satisfied to my satisfaction. Would the Minister like to continue his answer?
The answer is an incredible 31,000 patients waiting over 6 months in 2005, and now it's 20. Earlier assessments and operations are better for the health of thousands of New Zealanders and their families.
Question number 7, the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr. Speaker, my question